Hello and welcome back to another 100 Days of Making Comics with me, Zabethy. Today is day 55. I can't believe that I am 55 days through 100 Days of Making Comics. It's kind of surreal to me to be this far along. When I started, I didn't even think I would make it through a full month, and here I am over halfway through, which is exciting. I'm getting to the point where my comic is almost finished. This video is just me doing some of the final editings again. I'm really gutted that I lost the original editings, and some things aren't quite as edited as they were previously, and I just don't know if I have the full willpower to re-edit all of that. That being said, I am happy with how it's looking. It's almost finished, and it will be a completed product fairly soon. I think I've learned a lot through the process of making a short comic. One of the things that I've learned is I don't 100% know if I would want to do traditional into digital again. Originally, I thought it would be a really good idea. I'm going to do it a couple more times to see if I can perfect it. But right now, I'm not 100% on it. It's just, there are a lot of things that can be shortcutted when you're doing digital, straight to digital, that you can't do traditionally. I'm not saying traditional is bad. I really enjoy doing traditional. My mind kind of just zones out and I do the work. Whereas when I do digital work, or even when I'm doing digital editing, I very easily get distracted because I'm on a computer and I have some attention issues. Yeah. One of the things I really enjoy about digital is that if you're putting in words, unlike your own handwriting, which has its own type of kerning and font, with digital, when you have the actual font, when you lay things down, you know how they'll be placed and what size they'll be and what it'll look like. So you can do the typography fairly early on and you can do it seamlessly with the comic, whereas if you're doing your stuff traditionally and then you're factoring in for the font, if you don't exactly know how that font is going to place in there because you're doing your own handwritten script in there, it can get a little bit jumbled. The original thought was that I would be saving time on not trying to be making things perfect, but I'm finding in the final stages that there are both pros and cons to this because there's a lot of editing that you have to do in post, and I can often find myself stuck here when I can't get things to look 100% the way that I want them to, when I can't get them to look seamlessly like the rest of the things around them, when I can't get the hue variances to look as stark as I need them to be. And another thing is I really enjoy color. Like, I am a person with teal hair, and while I spent my entire time growing up fairly gothic, and I would still call myself a little bit goth now, I don't think that I want to have a completely black and white comic when it comes to the end result of not these short ones, but the one that I'm working on with Rin. So it has opened my eyes to a lot of things like that. I will be doing that comic for the most part digitally. I'll probably be doing some thumbnailing traditionally, but when it comes to my final work process, I think I'm going to move towards just being completely digital. I have the rig for it, I have my Cintiq. I don't see any reason not to, actually, so I think I should just push forward when I'm done with 100 Days of Making Comics, or while I'm doing double work for it, and just go ahead and put my nose to the grindstone with the digital work. Karen's actually directed me several times into the direction of Clip Studio Paint, and I think probably sometime next week, towards the end, I'm going to be downloading the free version, trying it out for a month, and then seeing if I want to buy it, because from what I can tell, it has everything I would need to make a comic look as good as I would want it to. Not saying that Photoshop doesn't have those things, you do have those things, but it seems like Clip Studio Paint, which used to be Manga Studio if I remember correctly, it has things more in line with what you would need to make a comic, and I think that is phenomenal. I think that if you have the tools available to you, then you should use them. I also don't know how much money I want to sink into Adobe because I'm not a huge fan of the subscription-based model that they currently have, which is why I'm using my old CS5 and CS 5.5 products. So yeah, thanks Karen for directing me in the direction of Clip Studio Paint. I look forward to trying it out, and I will probably talk your ear off about it and ask you a lot of questions. As a weird note to put on the end of this, so we just went over 300 subscribers, and I think that is a little bit insane. So thank you for subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. For now, I'm going to put some music on because I'm gonna go make some emojis for my mother's stream. I hope you enjoy it.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. All the memories just lingers on repeat like it is never gonna stop. I can't help myself from feeling all alone, but you got me good, but you got me good. You read your eyes, tell me not to doubt, but another story's going round all over town. Guess you think I'm blind, or maybe that I'm dumb, but in the end you know what goes will come around. We could have been doing just great, but you threw a good thing away. We're up, wanting me to love you. You're so out of line, and what am I to tell you? But you're out of time. Ain't got no illusion, we shouldn't lie. Your words they count for nothing, but you're out of time.
Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, maybe even subscribe. I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or morning, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.